Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark. I've been a driver for over 30 years, and I think drivers should get paid for all their time, and we should get treated like a licensed professional that we are. If you agree, it's time for you to subscribe. So I have the yellow sheet. Who are we talking about today? I get asked about this a lot, and I haven't done a video about them, so I'm trying to correct that today. And today we will talk about night transportation. All right, so you are looking to get your CDL. Here's the information for you. Night transportation, should you go there? What's the program? What's the deal? Night. Let's talk about it, all right? Night transportation has no contract, all right? There is no employment contract there. Now look, you still have to pay for the school if you go there, all right? So you have to pay for the school. People say, oh, you still have to pay for the school. Yes. You still have to pay for the school if you go to their truck school, but there's no employment contract. So many places have an employment contract. They force you. You must stay here. We'll sue you in federal court. We'll prohibit you from working. They don't do that at night, all right? They're another place that is not putting out a contract. They just put you to school. Now, the school, it says that they do not cover travel to the school, and they do not cover the hotel, although they can work the hotel into it. I will tell you this, don't be deterred by that. I've heard from many people that say, if you talk to them, they'll work it out, they can roll it in, it depends where you are. It's worth calling them and saying, look, I want to go, but I can't because of travel. They worked it out with tons of people, so don't think like that's some kind of deterrent, all right? That's their official policy, but policies are made to be bent, apparently. So you go to orientation. They're a little different here. So you go to your orientation, you do your drug screen, right? Physical, all that gets done first week. And then they hire you right then. You are hired right then, and you're an employee. So you know you have a job because they hire you at the end of that. So then you go to CDL school. It's about 3 weeks long. You will get the paperwork because they're a third-party tester. In most states, you'll take that back to your home state and get a home state CDL from wherever you live. All right, so you go out with a trainer for 6 weeks, all right? And you'll average $500 a week, maybe more depending on the minimum wage in your state. I don't see exactly how that works. Look, that's the story there. That's what you'll make, but you're already an employee, so there you go. Then, at the end of the time with your trainer, you do not have to team with another student. They do not put two students together. They do not make you team with anybody, unlike so many places. No forced teaming. Now, if you came with your spouse or two of you come together, you can then at that point, but you do not have to team with anybody. You are not forced to team. That's a huge deal. You want to team with another student? No way. Look. So then at 30,000 miles, then you're going to go solo then at that point is the idea, all right? And they're going to give you a $150 bonus right then, which goes to pay off the truck school, all right? So then at 30,000 miles, you're going to get a raise, and they're going to give you $200 to help go toward your truck school, all right? And you're going to make weekly payments. It started at 35, they go up to 60 a week. To pay off the truck school, because look, you owe the truck school, let's be honest. At 60,000 miles, they give you $250 towards the truck school, to help pay that down, and you're making your payments. You get another raise at 90,000. They're going to give you $300 towards the truck school. And at this point, you can go solo, then you're out of the training part of it, right? Or you can become a trainer. Isn't that wonderful? 90,000 miles. Look, do not become a trainer at 90,000 miles. I don't agree with that at all, but that is their program. Okay, and look, they have, go get a dedicated run. They even have local runs depending where you live, so you can run a day cab around locally. They even have part-time. I've seen weekend. They even have casual, so you can just basically work when you want. I thought that was pretty interesting. Here's another thing about the place. No driver facing camera. No camera faces you. Faces out only, does not face the driver. Awesome. No driver facing cameras, all right? So look, they also have a refresher. So maybe you have your CDL, but don't have any experience. They have a refresher course if you have a certain amount of experience, but it isn't much. So they have that. They also have tuition reimbursement program, which is also very good. So if you're coming from somewhere else, you need that. Now, I looked on their website, and they have a ton of jobs listed. What they're saying is 35 to 44 cents during your first 30,000 miles where you're solo, depending on the account that you're on and where you live, stuff like that. And then you get a nickel raise, and there's also a half-cent a month performance bonus. They have quarterly bonuses. Look, I will tell you this. Swift Knight, right, which are basically, friends because the business deal, they're together, basically one place. Look, they get a lot of grief in the industry, and maybe it's not called for. There's tons of places I find with contracts where they threaten you with federal action, where they don't prorate it, where they don't pay you back like this, where they don't, basically they're forgiving, basically $1,000, almost $1,000 of your contract. They forgive it just for working there. So this place is, way above those places, and they don't deserve a spot, I don't think, on the bottom where they've been. They've had a bad reputation. When you have that many trucks out, you're going to have a lot more accidents. Now, I'm not giving them a pass on this. They shouldn't have trainers on 90,000 miles. And that's part of the problem, is that when you have a trainer that's not that familiar with what they're doing yet, you're not going to get the best outcome of students. And they should enforce a much, much more strict trainer policy. They should. Absolutely. 90,000. You could almost run 90,000 miles and never even see snow. So that isn't any good. But so you're going to want to make sure you get a trainer that actually knows what they're doing. So maybe interview your trainer a little bit. Is it better than other places? Yes. No contract, no driver facing camera, right? So basically, over a lot of these places I'm in, well worth the call. Their information is going to be in the description. Please at least check them out, right? It never hurts. If you want to get your CDL, check a lot of places out. But this place, ask them about the contract, then call someplace that has a contract. Ask them if they put 3 bunks in their truck and see what they say about stuff like that. Do you have to force train with another student? No. I mean, those are very important things. By the way, on my website, I have a list of questions that you should ask companies, and that's one of them. You can check that out as well, all right? So new people that want to get a CDL night, worth a call. It's absolutely worth a call. And that's it for today. We'll be back soon, and I appreciate you watching.